Good evening, stream. So this is a donations galore extravaganza because not only are we doing the usual, or at least the usual for the last few weeks, I was a big brave boy and gave some of my blood to an as yet undetermined needier person than I. So I'm feeling pretty good considering they've just taken 20% of my life force, which I believe is right. They take about 500 mil, 600 mil, which I think you're supposed to have about 2 or 3 litres in you, about a gallon. And they take about a pint, so yeah, I'm taking about 20% of my essence, my blood, which seems to be, it sounds absurd, but seems to be fighting the leaving of my body, because every time they put it in the little iron tube thing to measure it, it keeps sticking to the sides, like it's crawling away, like, no, don't take, no, I don't want to go. But obviously that's silly. I'm not suggesting seriously that my blood has gained, additional abilities, because if nothing else, that'd be the last thing I need. But yeah, all went smoothly, so I feel good, and thus, I kind of thought it would go smoothly, which is why I put up the Instagram post that said I would stream, and here I am, as threatened / promised, depending on your appetite for wording. I'm just going to pop my phone out of its case. I've got a new case for my phone, and annoyingly, it's MagSafe because I can charge it on a wireless charging stand, but it doesn't work with my little attachable charging pouches things. These, I'm butchering the explanation. These things, power banks that are MagSafe. It doesn't work with those, so I have to. Oh, doesn't even work with it. No, it does. It will work. I'm just doing it wrong. There we go. Just put some, what's it called? Some juice on my phone so I can use it as a mobile dashboard. Just because Streamlabs does some of it, but I think there are other controls that I miss out on. Albion Craft says, Konnichiwa, Mr. Wado-san. Doors all your school. Albion Craft. I forget what that means. Please treat me nicely, I think it is, in Japanese. Right, let's go over to the live scene, because I've learned from last time and I don't want to look like such a pillock. Let's begin day 23 of TCG Card Shop Simulator. Let's simulate some cards. So yeah, Mr. Albion, I am donations galore. Know if you can make out there the little bandage that they give you when you're a big brave boy. And then I've got my ginger nuts. The biscuit, I don't care to let you in on more than you care to know about me. Let's do market price plus 10. People will pay market price plus 10 in my experience. That's a nice card. It's almost a shame to lose it, but I will. I want to make more money. Right. Oh, I haven't actually opened the store. There we go. That's a good start, isn't it, for any shop simulator, is open your place of business and allow people to engage in commerce with your products. Doesn't really matter. I'll pop these on the shelf. I still feel there should be a physical effect that stinky people have on you to incentivize you to go even further with de-stinkifying them. Oh, hang on. I've gone wrong here. I've got to pop out soon for 20 minutes. I'll leave the stream running. You're very kind, Mr. Albion. I totally understand. Everybody has a life. It gets in the way from other things sometimes. I get it. There's no drama here, my dude. I'm just pleased you're here now. That's what matters. And you've been my, during this period of streaming, you've been my most stalwart assistant and supporter, and I'm very grateful for that. In case it wasn't clear, I was a little bit, as you no doubt noticed, I was a little bit bummed out on Wednesday stream, although, my word, what a game Shadows of Doubt is turning in to be. my wife does. I'm just a cab. Still, nevertheless, you know, providing things like services like that and going through all the trouble of sort of doing nice things for our loved ones is how we keep them happy, and that can help us be happier. Certain sense of purpose that comes with it, perhaps. Anyway, yeah, what a game Shadows of Doubt is turning out to be. Although I am fast becoming, is it Timothy Smith, the world's worst detective? Because my talking to somebody at my work, because he's into streaming and he enjoys watching, you know, like Twitch and stuff, and he understands video games and so on. And I was telling him about how Timothy Smith, Master Detective, would stumble upon the right solution and then bottle somebody down to the ground to be able to kind of enact his theories. So, you know, you gotta go with whatever works. Your methods may be unorthodox, as I was fond of saying on the stream. But I think it was, you know, obviously it was effective. I got the guy, pretty sure. I know that sounds, as I say that, it sounds really weird, but what I mean is I'm pretty sure that there were two guys kind of in and around the case. I'm pretty sure I collared the right one, because I think the other one was involved, but not the direct actual kidnapper, because he was not the one who shot me in that basement. As I describe it, I realise how weird video games are. Did you just queue jump? What a jerk. If he does that again, let me know, and I'll pay him back in pennies. I mean it. I'll do it. I'm crazy. Stinkerton. What we got? A single deck box. Alright, fine. You're going to get D-Stunk on the way out. Good riddance. Haha. Maybe I can order another D-Stinker box. Oh no, it's not a stock order, is it? Although I did need to order some cards. Because I can't help but notice that people won't have much to buy soon. Get some of them. Get some of them because they're selling well. Oh, hang on. Oh, blimey. It's all kicked off. He's good. Off you go. You're going to chase after that man. No need. I already de-stunkified him. He's already de-stunk. 798. 1750. I'm on top of this today. All over this till work. Just smashing it. Right. Gonna get my stock in from the street. World's worst detective. Timothy Smith. No, it's not even the worst detective, is it? Because he did collar the correct person and save the victim of the kidnapping. It's just that the way in which he did it was very much not by the... I don't know what book it was by, but it wasn't the book about how to be a good and virtuous detective, because I just kept throwing bottles at people if I wanted them to stop. But, in my defence, it did work. Right. £1 change. Bye-bye. Now, interestingly, I've noticed in a video the other day, unless he was... I mean, it could have been the magic of editing, because... you notice that, but I noticed the other day that somebody who's playing Supermarket Simulator, on which this is heavily based, I think, or even perhaps the same underlying engine, was able to shortchange people by quite drastic amounts, which I think was possibly an editing trick, because maybe these things are all built with the same... I think the core code... My theory is still that when you go through some of those like game development courses like Game Dev TV or Udemy or something like that, they often frame what you're doing around a project, which I think is a really nice way to learn how to do stuff. It certainly helped me when I tried to learn Unity. But I think that games like this might be the project output, in which case people are learning to code by making games like this. And then, look, it's great. You know, I think I'm all for things that give people a creative outlet, hence, you know, why we're 9.5 minutes into me waffling on. Oh yeah, I forgot I started selling board games. World's best businessman, Rob here. Right, DIY, another auto scent. because as they come in, I'm going to try and hit them twice. There we go. Does it come loaded in with any? No. Rubbish. Oh, come on. There we go. Right, you can have the last one. I want this for my shop. Oh, he's got one already as well, isn't he? Cheeky boy. 7. 36. Ba-bam. Right. Whoa, blimey. That's a lot of sleeves, my good man. No, and one set of cards. Do you understand that there are... It's not like one pack per sleeve. What kind of monster do you take me for? I asked you a question. Jerk. What's funny is, while I've been sort of plugging these things and doing little sort of social media things, I've had people reach out to me and say, like, I don't believe that what you're talking about there with TCG Card Simulator can be a game. I just don't see how it's possible for it to be a thing, but it is, and it's quite a fun game in its own kind of time sinky way. Right, definitely need to. There was a guy. That guy did a number on these, didn't he? So let's blimey, had a frame rate drop. Why? This is a rather nice laptop. It seemed to do a bit of slowdown there. Do you want some more? I'll literally stack them up as you're looking. It's no problem. It throws me a bit when I see a NPC in this game who looks a bit like me. See? Boom. So, yeah, obviously this is number 8 in my series of streams in the aid of Mind, the mental health charity. I think, if memory serves me correctly, and the calculations I did, I'm either 14 or 16 hours into, in terms of how much streaming I've done total since I started this for Mind. I think I've done 16 hours, or if... Whoa. My word. Let's stop and appreciate this man. And then make him leave. Anyway, yeah, since I started doing the Stream for Mind stuff, I'm of the opinion, I need to go back and check, it's either 14 or 16 hours. Maybe I worked it. I have a bad habit of thinking like, right, it's this many number, and if I go to the next thing, it'll be this many number, which then means I go, it's this many number, because I can't remember things, because I'm not very bright. There you go. That's emptied my stock off the shelves. That's a busy old day for tabletop gaming, isn't it? Not necessarily so much in the way of buying stuff. Stick a couple of cards on the stock. There you go. Deck boxes and polyhedrals are flying off the shelves today. That card's already priced. That's handy. In which case I'm going to stick a couple more of them out. Clawvenger. He sounds cool. Clawvenger again. He sounds doubly cool because I have to put as many cards out. I can be lazy. Clawvenger enables my laziness. In fact, I'm so lazy, I'm going to put 3 identical cards next to each other and then wrap it off with one that's already priced up. 122. Let's do this. Right, so that's running out of space. Go on, go on. Yes, gotcha. Okay, this is the system I... Don't even bother. It's pathetic. There we go. Okay, it does work. It's just you can't have 2 stinky people enter one after the other. Oh, man. There we go. Q's gone mental. 1, 50. I still get my man, Stinky. On my way out if it has to be. But I'll get you. Oh, hello. Hello, madam. I don't know why I've just done that. Anyway, thanks for your purchase. Are you going to do some more here? Maybe sit, play something? Get slowly violated by that man because of clipping issues? I wouldn't like it. Have I actually got enough to bundle the cards up? No. Actually, how many? I don't even know how many I've got. How many am I holding at the moment? Nothing. Right. Oh, they want to place some... Oh, there's not enough space. That's annoying. Right. I might shift this back. I still have some stock space here. I might stick another table in. Blimey, that's a nice problem to have, isn't it? It's so busy, I can't even seat the people I want to seat. Right, that's that there. Right, looks more or less flush. Ow, balls. There we go. Wow. Testing it out. Good for sitting on. Right, that's running out of juice. No, I'm not interested in that. I've just had a eBay listing pop up for some hero clicks I bid on, but I didn't win. And I don't want to spend any more money on them, so I'm not going to bother. Let's get some more of these in. And I'll also, while I'm here, basically I want 128 of each pack. Right, I'm going to do this before the shop shuts. So I'll wait for everybody to... It's a nice kind of feature slash bug of this game is that the boxes, rather the time stops, but the actual nothing stops happening, which is good because it means I can do some shop admin. Cody Casts is much more into the card collecting side of things than I am, so he tends to open about 47 packs. I remember once I watched a stream where he set like a target for himself that he would sort of open a, I think he would open a pack for every one he sold or something, and he ended up sort of having to open probably 3 or 4 dozen that day. Oh man, I'm really glad I stayed open. I used up all my change. Right, sort that out, that's all done. Then I'll go and stick these on the side, stack them up, and then I will shut the shop because I don't think that guy's going to leave. Right, so I'm alright for stock in terms of... Oh, okay, I can actually stand to put some out. Two shelves there. Empty that out. Don't have any more to bring in, so that's fine. So these hold 32. Oh good, I won So I did. So I was about to say I was bidding on some hero clicks. I didn't win all the ones I wanted, but I have won at least one. I'm hoping I've won two. I had three on the go. I'm hoping I've won all three because combined shipping would be a lot easier and yada yada yada. Anyway, that basket there can have some stuff in it. Alright, and then that box is half empty or half full depending on your perspective. Right, let's do some last more shelf stacking. Are you going to leave ever? Because I know I haven't made it particularly obvious that you're not welcome anymore, but it is, you know, if this clock was still running, it'd probably be sometime after midnight and you were still just sat there, completely gormless, not playing with anyone. Because there is nobody here to play with. They have all gone home. Right. That is everything stocked up pretty neatly, except... I'll do that later, that's fine. Next day. Right. So the first thing I'm going to do right away is open the store because I've stocked up. My shelves are all full of stock. Except for cards. Let's do some more cards. Oh, look at how nice everybody smells. People got lazier with exact change on this game recently. And if they've tweaked something there, chances that people have the right money have gone down or something. It's probably quite an easy thing to change. In my head, simplistically, you write a function. There's a number of... There's a, you know, rolls a random number generator, percentage chance that they have the right money. And if it rolls under or over the target number, then they have the right money. I don't know. I'm probably oversimplifying it. It's probably more complicated than that, but probably not by much. Hello. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I stocked these up. And exact money as well. This is a bit surreal that this guy who looks a bit like me, looks like the guy I keep joking looks like me. They both turn up one after the other again. Right. Day 24. It is 10:45 AM. Gaming is in full swing. Have I put... Oh, I forgot. Oh, balls. I had a second one already. I moved it, that's right. Because people kept getting over the back stinky. So I cut them off for being able to do that. Because I didn't think they should be allowed to do that. It's my shop, damn it. 878. Does seem to be the way boosters are going nowadays. I noticed the other day that I was in a branch of, I think it was Waterstones, and noticed that their booster packs for some of the trading card games were the cheapest I had seen for ages at $4.99 each, which is mental. I remember they were like £2 for for a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Right, what can I do for you, sir? Pair of the same cards and a box of other cards. Good, eh? Me again. Hello. About standard now. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it, Albion. I noticed that some shops, like the sort of smaller independent shops, are charging £6 for a booster with a stray face. It's crazy. But then having said that, I'm a HeroClix player. Their prices have gone up, and they're being very, I think, quite coy about how you get less for your money. Oh, sorry. It's miles away. I was just popping along to the music. Don't mind me. Fair price. Good. I think that was market price plus 10%. I noticed for the amount of times you say good price, you haven't picked anything up to buy that I can see. $64B. How do I not have enough cards to make up a deck of bundle cards? How is that? 35p change. Boom. And you for you, madam. Bye bye. Why have you got bruises on your elbows? Dare I ask? Were you a character model from a different genre of game? He said, meaning porn. I'm going to say these are not the nice rare ones, are they? Whoa, you on the other hand, sir. Trying to buy the farm. £65. It's just so unnecessary. 81p with a £5 note. I suppose they don't do coins here, so. Getting good with that card machine now. Oh, it's been a mad day for sales. I can't keep this topped up fast enough. God, that was scary. Like a beard came out from the page. And not only was it a beard that came out from the page at random, it was pubic. Ugh. The worst kind. I should know. It's all I have. It's all I can grow. which I haven't noticed in a while, is a stinky person making their way to the till. I think I've cracked this. Does mean probably I could get away with selling the other one, but so it goes. So yeah, link's pinned in the chat. If you're joining this and you're enjoying what I'm doing it at this point in time because, you know, never say never on the likelihood that I'll keep this going. Certainly not never say never. It's quite fun in places. After I finish doing Stream for Mind, I'm still going to be kind of doing a bit of this. Probably not quite as much as I am at the moment because part of it is, you know, it's for charity, isn't it? So you put a little bit of extra gas in the tank when it comes to making yourself do things, even if you might not have the energy all the time. So yeah, if you're enjoying what I'm doing, or if you just feel like mental health's a cause worth supporting, easy for me to say, then there's a donation link in the chat. I'm doing a little fundraiser. So far it's gone quite well, but I'd like it to go even better. And if you're in this and you're the other person, besides Abin, who's already kindly donated, then you have the power. It lives within you. Have you been playing Pokemon Pocket? No, I've deliberately not engaged with what I've noticed on Instagram is some sort of new Pokemon game because I know, having downloaded Balatro onto my phone, how easily distracted I am when it comes to my phone and games and especially card games, and I really can't afford to be because I need to, especially when I'm at work, I need to sort of keep my focus a bit better than I currently do because my work could get very involved at times. Let's load this up and empty this box. Anyway, yeah, it's important that I keep myself concentrating. So that means when it comes to any additional card games that can go on my phone and potentially cut into my attention and take me away from what I'm doing, then sadly it is a no. I very much feel like I'm breaking even at this point. I don't really feel like I'm making any money because every time I sell some stuff, I seem to buy exactly the same stuff back again to refill the shelves. But I know I'm making money because I know I'm putting profit on everything I'm selling, so I'm not losing money. I can't be. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's just a bloody game. End of the day, it's not real. Nice. It's a digital card collectible app mainly. Open 2 new packs per day. It does have the action option for actually playing Pokemon, which has been great fun. Yeah, I remember the Game Boy Color game being quite fun. I feel like I played on an emulator though. Or maybe I know, actually, having said that, the Advance could play Game Boy Color and Game Boy games, couldn't it? The original Advance. I had one of those. Maybe I played it on that. Who knows? So long ago. But yeah, I remember the vague sort of rules of the game. I'm sure there are. I noticed that with even when I was kind of vaguely into sort of tangentially into Yu-Gi-Oh after I'd stopped playing regularly. Even then, I noticed that with the GX stuff, it just got really hard to keep track of what was going on, and every set seemed to be. I think with any card game or any collectible game in general, because HeroClix goes through this as well. You sort of, as they release new stuff, your stuff gets progressively more and more crap. The difference, I think, is that HeroClix actually takes the action to rotate units out of circulation for tournament legal. Partly to spare the blushes, I suspect, of the players who would otherwise use them, which would include me for my numerous Scooby Gang related builds, which are already out of modern tournament rotation, but so much fun to play with. And more importantly, designed to work together as well, which is what you want from the Scooby Gang. You can't have egos. Right. I don't have any stock left to open for myself, so I think I might order some So what I might do is I might order one of each of these, stick them behind the till, and just work through them slowly whenever it's not busy. And then I'm going to use £900 to open an account on those and get one of them. So that should be 6 items. So small pack of everything, big pack of everything. Beautiful. Sorry, just been ordering more stock because you all keep clearing my shelves off. Maybe that's why I feel like I'm not making any money on this, because every time I do make some money, I use it on something like a shop upgrade or a... you think you're shoplifting, sir? That's right, you bring it to the till. I saw that. Do you know what? Just go. Sure, what's the gift giving you the card? So, here's my plan. Because I've now bought quite a lot of stock with this, with the, oh no, I can't do that. With the money I've made, I'm going to put a 64 over here. I'm going to take a little bit out of Cody Cast's book. So I'm going to put a big box of everything over here. Oh, alright. It'd be lovely if, like, they're like dating, just starting to date, and they decided the best way for them to sort of feel each other out was to play Pokemon. Tetramon, sorry. Legally distinct from Pokemon. And they're playing Tetramon with each other and then just going home and just going to town on each other. That'd be cool, wouldn't it, for them? I'd be pleased for them. That's nice. That's what you want for your NPCs. On to the next day. This is going to be another loss maker. Oh, not by as much as I thought, though. Actually, it would have been a large-scale profit day if it wasn't for the decisive action I took to buying a crap load of stuff for myself to play with. Alright, so those are my rare ones. Those are the middle ones. That's it. Right, start the day with 2. Sounds like a good night. I think so. You know, quick game of Pokemon and then just go to town on each other. This game needs, not this game, but a game like this, because like I say, there are dozens of the bloody things now. One of them needs to be Chocolate Factory Simulator. And you could like, you know, oh actually no, rather it'd be a corner shop simulator, which actually I'm surprised doesn't exist yet, and if it doesn't, it might be a matter of time. Whoa, blimey. And randomly some kid just comes in every so often and wins a golden ticket and leaves. You never see him again. That's the reason I don't make games. My ideas are mostly terrible. Right, let's have a quick look through these. Crap. Crap. Not terrible. Kind of crap, to be honest. Hello. Oh, he's a cool character. I actually want to keep him. Falcon with a samurai sword. This universe doesn't get any cooler. Buy me, sir. Getting good at this change, giving luck. All the practice I've had from awkward buggers. And also, yeah, Albion, you say it's a good night, and you're right. You know, the idea of a couple of random players just feeling each other out for a game of Pokemon, and then feeling each other out with a just visceral animalistic love mate. But you know, it's got to be a better night than what happened to that guy in the hotel in Shadows of Doubt the other day, where he came to the door, pretty convinced he'd got away with a kidnapping, and had a bottle to the face, and then taken to prison. Nice. Right, let's top this up with a bit of stuff. Market rate plus 10. Market rate plus 10. Shame to get rid of it, but a few decent sized ones coming in. I'll be right with you. I know I can see you there. I can see your light brown trousers. Only mildly surprised. There we go. Let's clear the stock a bit. Whoa. $14.08. That movie that wasn't terrible but wasn't great. John Cusack and the hotel industry. What's not to like? Has somebody picked up that rare card? Yeah, they have. Somebody in that who's yet to pay. Just in case they're worried I didn't know. I think that's this guy. Oh no. Must be one of these seated players. Just this one? Ah, no wonder you like it, you and me. The mobile version of this game is pretty cool too. I remember playing the prologue and thinking that Tetramon thing sounds really familiar, and then I looked it up on the iOS store. Other stores are available, and I knew it. I knew I'd seen that universe somewhere before. It was in the game, in the mobile version. I think it's a different kind of game, not drastically, but it's one of those sort of more of an idle game. This is a little bit more, although not, okay, granted, not by much, but it is a more interactive game. Whoops, gave a penny too much there. Oh well. £1.10. Shampoo joke because you got no hair. Horror. I'm not one to criticise, so I'll be quiet. There's getting to the stage, I think, where the head might have to be shaved. Because I don't think I've got the patience for a chip to where it is. This one is available, but I got 5 mins in and had 10 mins of ad. Yeah, it's different. It's a different game, and as I say, as you quite rightly point out, with mobile games, the ads are prevalent. Right. Oh no, this version. Did you? I haven't had any ads on this. Did you play the prologue? Is available now. This version is available now. What, as in off of early access? Is that what you mean? No, actually, you know what? I want to put that down. £8.75. Just want to get a tiny bit more of a round number. Hang on a minute. Where is that expensive card gone? Have they introduced bloody shoplifting in a patch? Because I could really do without that, to be honest. It's the last thing I need. I'm already having enough trouble keeping margin because I keep reinvesting it in stock. Oh, hold on. No. That's not it. Maybe it's one of these people sat down. But they're both leaving. Oh, it's available. Oh, this game's available on mobile. I see. Right. Yes, you will get ads on this. A whole bunch. Also, I've never particularly found my experience of mobile games with the sort of first-person viewpoint that you normally control with a controller or a keyboard and mouse to be particularly controlling well. Did you see where that card got sold? Because I don't remember doing it, and it's gone. I had a couple of big transactions, so maybe they just bought it in amongst one of them. I have the same stupid character on every single bloody shelf just so I can clear my decks a bit. That's not it. Oh, hold on. Was that it? No. I thought that funny noise it made got my hopes up. I do think this game needs more depth, options to fleece people, they can haggle, etc. It's the fleecing thing, like I say, unless it was an editing trick. I think some of these simulator games allow people to allow you to give the wrong change back, and they'll just be unhappy with you. The other stuff, the ability to haggle, yeah, you probably could build it in. I think actually there is I want to say it's like a car dealer game or something that's got a mechanic like that. It looks like. As you might imagine, I've had a lot of things like this recommended to me ever since I started playing this one more. Because Steam's algorithm is extensive. I also get quite a lot of, let's say, adult-themed games recommended to me as well, because I don't exclude them from my Steam recommendations, because I'm always curious as to what the industry kind of has in that respect. And yeah, maybe there's one that's fun. I don't know. As you say, there's plenty of options you could do to add a lot of depth to it. But it puts me in mind of there was a Kickstarter I backed. Obviously, when you back the Kickstarter, you get access to the forums. And the conversation that was going on in there was somebody suggesting, quite, I'm sure well-meaningly, because they just want it to be the best game it could possibly be. Oh, it was a board game cafe simulator. And they were going, oh, what you could do is you could, what was it? You could, I can't use this properly. You could have every game in the thing playable. It's like, so you want him to build like 50 extra games inside the game. It's like, that's quite a lot of work, I would suspect. I just bought 2 of those. But yeah, I think, there's nothing wrong at all with people sort of suggesting ideas. It's just sometimes just have a think, because that's a huge amount of work. A lot of people with thin hair on this game. But I don't know if that's deliberate by the devs, because of the demographic that the game sort of appears to target a lampoon. Oh, excuse me. Who knew having 20% of your blood removed would make you woozy? Or tired, rather. Not woozy, I'm fine. I'm actually quite, confident I could stream for longer than usual tonight, but I won't, because I could actually do with this. I quite fancy the sleep. Be nice. Right, put this back so I can go and serve. Oop, hang on. There you go. I'm not having an extra quid go out. The odd penny here and there is fine, but draw the line at a pound. Right, let's pop a couple of cards open. Junk. Not bad, not bad. Yeah. This middle one, despite allegedly being slightly rarer cards than the original box, is crap. There's some cool designs in this. They are neat. Whether they get the Power World treatment and incur the wrath of Nintendo, who's to say? But I can't say, with all the love in the world to indie developers and so on, can't say I'm surprised that Power World has picked up the ire of Nintendo, because they do seem to have been incredibly liberal with the use of very much similar / borderline identical to Pokemon kind of character designs. But actually, what was interesting was, having played Power World for a couple of hours, not even that, probably less. I thought, one, I thought it was crap, and two, I thought it was actually not derivative in the slightest of. Well, the Pokemon thing wasn't like, what's the word? A huge kind of departure. I could totally buy that, it was designed to be kind of imitating. But actually, Breath of the Wild, it lifted some stuff, I think, from Breath of the Wild, if memory serves, like some. I've left that a bit tight. I seem to recall it lifted like sound effects and stuff, kind of pretty much wholesale, and mechanics from Breath of the Wild as well, because it had the ground pretty well trodden in video games, but the whole go to a tower, unlock the part of the map thing, Ubisoft do it quite a lot in pretty much every game, in fact. Exception of the Far Cry games, they don't seem to do it with the Far Cry games. You do seem to be able to unlock stuff by standing on tall towers, but that's a slightly different thing to revealing the map. But, I'm not going to knock the Far Cry games, I like them. And I don't know what my opinion was on Power World, really. Generally speaking, I don't go out my way going into a game hoping I'll hate it. Just sometimes stuff doesn't grab me, or it irritates me for some reason. There is a roadmap, worth saying, Albion, for this game. There is a roadmap that the developer has kind of made clear his intentions on what he wants to add to the game. Trading cards, as in offering cards up for trade, I think is one of the ones on this list, because that's quite a common thing in the scene. You see it a lot on Instagram Reels now, because once again, the algorithms are powerful beasts indeed. Oh, I was about to try and key it in, but ain't gonna work, is it? He's paid in cash. I mean, you can fleece people in this game by just putting the margin whacked all the way right up. It's just that there's a high likelihood you won't sell anything and people will leave, and then you can get TripAdvisor or Trustpilot reviews, or whatever the equivalent is in the game. Held a message for reason. Okay. Let's have a quick look at this then. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. I get why it stopped that now. Well, actually, it actually caught two words in there. I'm not going to say which ones because, for all I know, the automated algorithm will pick up the fact that I said them. But the one capital G and the one capital H, you might have not been surprised by the H one, but the G one also got caught in, and I don't particularly understand why that is. Perhaps I am naive. But I don't believe there's anything in there. So let's have a look. So I just got off a Discord call with a friend. Of course it is. Of course it is. I completely forgot about that. Do you know what it is? It's because I've always spelled it completely differently in my head. I spell it Guch with like a, maybe not with an umlaut. This is from the original German. Of course it is. Hang on. Let's let that one through. That's fine. Ultimately, it's just you and me here, Albion, in terms of chatters. So I'm gonna let wherever possible. I'm gonna let your stuff go. There has been one. I can't remember what it was that I left, but there was one that I just let expire. I can't remember why it was, but maybe it's just funnier. Deeply offensive to you, I'm sure. I'm sure you lost tons of sleep over it. Mrs. Albion's like, Albion, why are you so upset? It's like, Rob left my message to die. I'm going to keep this behind the till as well. Oop, face up though. I could really do with a shelf. Do you know, I might get a shelf behind this that I can just keep my own stuff on. I message Twitch and everything. How dare he curate his chat as he sees fit. The owner of said chat. Can't believe it. Oh, I can actually just... Oh, okay, that's useful to know. I can just swipe it. It's a lot easier to control word allowance in my chat on my phone rather than on my... I forgot I ordered 10 of these bloody things. Might have to wait till 9. You got funny elbows as well. I think it must be something about the character model. She's just got like funny bruised looking elbows. Just been... I'll stop busy, let's say. Right. Right. Okay. Let's see if I can get some stock in while the game's quiet. Ow! I was sort of hoping I'd be able to get in over the top of it. I want to get these out on the shelf, but people need to buy more stuff. Speaking of which, 1 pack. Alright. Thanks for your custom, I guess. Caradella Beans here. I think there'd be more people in there. She's kind of a big deal still, isn't she? I don't really keep up. I remember the last film she was in. I remember the last film I saw her in. That's not the same thing. The last film I saw her in was Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets, which I actually quite liked. It got slated, but that is because, and quite reasonably, the relationships between the two characters were criticised for basically just being two bits of wood with different faces painted on. I have read some of the comics. It's a little bit stilted there as well. So, you know, hang on, let's make this, just round this up. Just for the sake of ease. Right. Quality movie. I think it's good, and it's a Luc Besson thing, so naturally it looks stunning. It's got like a real kind of Star Wars-y feel in places. I think what lets it down, like I say, is the fact that people are expecting a romance story, and it's not very romantic in the slightest. Now, what I can't remember, with that said, is I feel like in the comics, it's either, I'm trying to remember which way around it is, it's either they're a will they or won't they kind of couple, or they're so together that nobody sort of is taken aback by any sort of romantic interplay between them. Now, obviously, the film gave you neither of those things. But, like I said, I think it's a really good movie. Didn't make my movie of the year I watched it, because that went to About Time was up there. What was my favourite movie that year? I really liked Tron. I saw Tron for the first time that year. 2021, I think. Yeah, that sounds right, because it would have been before the baby was born. Right, you know, let's move this over, because I think we've got to the point now where oh, cool. I can sell that back for $250. Nice. Oh, it's busy in here. It's heaving. There'll be no stock left again at this rate. I've just got the shelf back the way I like it, with stuff on it. I'm worried that all my customers will want some of those weird bleeders like me, who don't buy things unless there's a really, well, not a specific amount, but there can't be one left unless I really, really want it, in which case I'll buy it then. But otherwise I'll just go, somebody else will want it more than I do. Blimey, sir. Oh, damn. £286. Crikey. In a single transaction with no rare cards in it. Blimey. That was a heck of a purchase. Has he run out my stock again? Swine. Alright. Dead box red, I haven't got any. It's hard to keep stock of all the products. They keep flying off the shelves. It's a very popular shop, clearly. I could shut and then just have the card game players stay. They're stinky people to spray though, so, you know, let's do that instead. She's got thin hair as well. It's not just me, is it? Hair models in this game are not its best thing. A lot of attention's been put into the card models, which is good because they've turned out really well. Let's quickly pop open a couple. Garbage. Literally flaming garbage. Oh, hello. Now, Cody casts. I can't remember if he went down the route of hiring staff. I kind of like to. It'd be a bad shout, I don't think. Oop. I thought he rounded that up. Oh. There are worse things. I should be able... Oh, you jerk. I just stuck that up. Alright, fine. The fact that two people have walked up with cards in their hand means that my stock is already gone again. I just can't. What's weird is I can't keep the stock on the shelves, and yet I'm not exactly swimming in cash. I'm not like Scrooge McDucking. Right, fine. You bothered me for a 48p. A 53p card. Sorry, all is forgiven. My beautiful display. Stop ruining it with your commerce. Right, let's get my sleeves back on. Is there anything other ones with sleeves I can put back? Ah, here we go. One. Ah, what a pathetic waste of time. Right, that's got one empty and one almost gone. That one's empty. Tetron base, Tetron Destiny. I don't know what that is. No. Oh, they're all gone. Just looking back through my permitted terms, thanks to you, Albion. What a wasteland you've turned me into. $1,000 upgrade? What did I upgrade for £1,000? Oh, I got the license to sell those boxes, didn't I? That's right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. The Earth deck. Get those in. And I'm going to get some... You know, I didn't have anybody asking about die sets, did I? Still, nevertheless, they don't take up much room and they're popular. Right, let's get that up to 36. That's much easier. This is going to be the start of the day, is it? Held a message for reasons, sex space terms. Right, so swipe to allow or deny. Swipe to allow. There we go. That's a neat little feature. I really need to get probably better off getting my iPad set up to do that. Although my iPad's quite old, maybe Twitch won't run on it properly. Look at that. These red decks are flying off the shelves. No love for the green decks though. Oh, just awkward buggers paying for a 53p card with a tenner. Oh, hang on, there's stuff here to pick up. What's this? Oh, yeah, I ordered some stuff, didn't I? Forgot all about that. Pick up some red deck dice. I thought I'd done more than this. Oh no, I know. I did. Yes, right. Nope. It's the order of the day today. People paying for 53p cards with a bloody tenner. Still, there are glimmers of hope. Whoa, leave some for the rest of the people, greedy. Thanks, come again. Just leave some stock for the rest of the customers. For goodness sake. Welcome to Stock Mountain. Right, 53p. That's jolly good. Oh no, hang on. So you see that time it didn't let me put underchange them, but in Supermarket Simulator it seems you can. £10.47. Do. They're buying up all my 53p cards, and they're paying for them with fivers. I'm almost tempted to just set them all to £5 each. Alright, at least you're paying for 3 cards with a fiver. Better than nothing, I guess. Once this day is concluded, in terms of the customers have stopped buying stuff, I will pick up a storage unit for myself to be able to keep some cards up. I might get one of... How many of these fit? I think it's like 30. I might get one of these racks, actually. That's what I'll do. Is I'll get one of these racks and put it behind the till, and that'll be for my stuff. so that I can then keep stuff a bit tidier, because I just don't care for the clutter. It won't surprise you, Albion, to learn that at one point in time I was playing Power Simulator. In one of a series of things for games about jobs that probably aren't much fun, but they can make it look like fun. And it does look, it's pretty satisfying to clean something, just in general, really. But in particular, when it's not real and you don't have to do any actual work. That does not surprise me. No. So far, stream game wise, the most streams I did, early on I did a game called Insurmountable, which is like a mountain climbing game, which is almost like a board game, which is why I liked it. And then I played some Power Simulator, I played some RimWorld. Obviously, we've done Shadows of Doubt a couple of times now, and I think that could have some potential to be a decent amount of fun. Like you said, though, Twitch is a hard place to crack, and I kind of feel like to get the most fun out of this, I need to be in a position like Can't Sleep Must Paint and Boosh were, where you kind of get that regular group of people turning up every week, just chatting away and turning it into a place that's a bit more kind of interactive. Don't get me wrong, Albion. I love you for being here. And you've pretty much attended, I think, every one of my streams, with the exception of the one I didn't kind of announce very well, which escapes me now what game I even played. Pacific Drive, that was it. Nice game. Not ideal for streaming, I don't think. Although actually, there's probably something to be said about Shadows of Doubt in the same vein, which is to say that I got so roped up in the case at times I just stopped talking. I was just kind of sitting there completely mute, which is not in the spirit of Twitch, is it? It's supposed to be about interacting with the community, and I was just like, nah, mate, this is a really interesting game going on. 62.29. I was at a Halloween party, but I was here in spirit. See what you did there. That's all good. Like I say, you know, I don't begrudge people for doing other things, meaning they can't attend and be there for everything I do. It's like it would be very needy of me. The only thing I'm a little bit disappointed that there's some people I would have hoped would sort of at least tune in once or twice and haven't. But you know, my wife walked in on me playing Farming Simulator one day. I was cutting grass on a ride-on mower. She asked if I was enjoying winding down after a day of cutting grass on a ride-on mower. Oh. I mean, I guess the question I would have is, was it working? Was it de-stressing you from the day of doing exactly the same thing but in real life? I mean, you know, I've played PC Building Simulator. It's not a million miles off what I have to do at work sometimes. Never had PC World Tech Guy Simulator because I don't think you'd have the impetus on customer service that you kind of indirectly do here. Oh, just jumped the queue. I'll let it slide because you're me in a few years. In fact, you're probably most of me now. I'll tell you what, actually, let's finish this transaction off. I need to go examine this guy. So hair's about right. I mean, straight away, he's got a hoodie on. Pathetic beard. Apart from the fact he's got some hair. Although, his is becoming a six head. It was more boring to be. Well, the game. That's disappointing. See, I've always imagined that like the part of a farming game that would amuse me would be the sort of growing and harvesting of crops, which as I describe it, doesn't sound like much fun, but I bet I'd dig it. I used to know loads of stuff about crops when I was a kid, like how crop rotation worked and what you had to do it and all sorts of stuff. Right, I'll keep that. What else we got? What is the new stuff? Another checkout counter. Oh wow, you can get big old. Nah, not bothered about those. Right, so that's turned up. Good, eh? Right, shall I unlock the blue? Nah, forget that. Do I want plushies? No, Sodom. Hang on, I'll get rid of that. Alright. Oh, sorry, sir. You want to buy 5. Get staff. Yeah, maybe that's the trick. Maybe that's the trick. Is to start spending money on that instead. I'm having to be a bit of a dog's body of all trades. Right, 14 more minutes and I'll shut the shop for the day. Right, let's get my rack. Oh, balls. Alright, let's do it that way then. Still get behind the till, that's the main thing. Why am I doing it this way? Get staff, it'll free you up, yes. To do more strategic thinking about the direction of the business. Oh no, that's no good. People are going to be able to buy my private stock. It's not just a storage thing, is it? Of course not. Balls. Alright, that's just a risk I'm going to have to take, I think. Start the day as I mean to, at least finish the day as I meant to start it off. People paying for epoxy 50p cards with £1,000. Are these empty? No. Okay. Yeah, well, if I sell some more stock, then it's not the end of the world, is it? Right, that's all my stock from my private stash, kept nice and tidy. And then is there anything else I need to top up on the shelves? Let them go ahead and do their game while I'm sorting it out. There you guys, you just play your game, I'll just do some work. There we go. Alright. So I'll do the staff thing in the morning. In the meantime, let's do some cards. Nice. Okay. See, the trouble is once you've had like a £250 card, the 50p, like the ones that go from like 50p up to £4 just don't excite you anymore. And Alexander wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer. I'm sure there are. Keep the mouse button held down. I'm wondering if I get staff in, do you reckon I can basically just have them constantly filling up that thing? Because that's the bit that really gets on my wick. Okay, start a new day. Look at that. Profitable day. Right, let's pay my bills and then I'll Okay, pay bills. Oh, they're overdue. Pay all. Okay, I've still got some money left. Restock speed, slow. Checkout speed. No, hang on. Let's hire you. Are you coming? Did it tell me what was happening with him? Right, so I've got a staff member on the way or potentially already here. If they are here, they're already fired because I seem to be doing all the work. Oh, that looks promising. Are you just standing outside waiting to be interacted with? It'll free you up, they said. Right, here we go. Who is this chap? Restock shelves. Yes. Gits. Buying up my stuff. My cleaners? You bought them all? You jerk off. You bought them all? Right, what was his name? Zachary, I think it said. I can't but notice you're frozen in place over there. You okay? There you go. Can't type to save my life. There we go. This Stinky Man, well, the artist formerly known as Stinky Man, get away from my stock. And there's no way to run a business, I realise. Sneak a pack in. One, 2. Can't but notice what he's not doing. Whoa. So how did you find the new staff member? Did he help you, or did he just stand there with a box in his hand, frozen in place for 8 straight minutes? Get it together, Zachary. Damn it, Zach. That's better. It's fine. You can have a couple of extra pennies. I've got staff hiring money now. You can have a couple of extra pennies too. You can't. Where are you going with that? Oh, he's finished it. Just stealing my stuff. Just knew I couldn't trust you, Zachary. Be interesting to see at the end of the day whether there's actually any cards on the shelf, whether he's just filled out with sleeves. Come to Zachary's Sleeve Emporium. Ooh, seems like a rare one. Just scratching my hand with my wrist, my underside of my palm with the table edge. It's a satisfying way to scratch an itch. I've got an itch just on the bottom of my palm. Could be related to the blood donation, could be not. Who knows? There we go, all done. Oh, no, it's come to the till. Alright. Right, you're coming to the till. Staff is friendly and willing to help customer. Well, I'm glad, Zach. I don't have to kill you just yet. How many bloody way? You're right about one thing, it has freed me up. The only thing I'm wary of is he is slowly filling the shop with card sleeves. Hello? I see the word hello you wrote in the stream, Albion. I'm not sure if some messages got lost in the shuffle. Last one I saw before hello was it will free you up. It was a recommendation on getting a member of staff, and it has worked quite well. Although, like I say, I think he is slowly, yeah, he's filling up the shop with sleeves. To be fair to him, that is what I bought. So, you know, he's only doing what he's been told, bless him. He's understandably confused, because I'm understandably confused. No. Right, this will give him a chance to put some other stuff on the shelves besides sleeves. So as it froze, not sure what end. Oh my. I'm not sure. I mean, it's hard to gauge when nothing changes on my side. I just carry on playing as if nothing happened, because for all I know. Aha! Attachment base bolt box. Right, Zach, is there a space on this shelf that's not sleeves? There you go. Enjoy that. I haven't even got enough cards to do that. Aha! Right, let's catch up on some transactions. 775. Hang on, I've still got some. Hang on. You stink. Why do you still stink? Oh, this is running out of spray. I bet you snuck in behind somebody else who's now clean. You jerk off. Oh, hello. Did I just see correctly? That was over nearly £2,000. There you go. That's got achievements. Obtained a full art foil card. Right, well that's going for price plus 10% because that's going to be £2,000. Better not be shoplifting this bloody game. That'd be fine. Let me get where we're doing it now. Oh, that's good. Spent nearly 100 quid. That's pretty good going. Ha. Okay. Day 29. Is he already here? No. Did he just leave? Halfway through stacking the shelf. Lazy git. Where are you, Zachary? Impudent young man. I have to process him every day, do I? He should still just turn up. Cool, you took the £25 card. Nope. So it occurs to me there could be an option in here that disables the ability to shortchange people. Maybe it's off by default. Damn. I was really hoping that was it. You can have a few pennies extra. I like your jacket. Oh, he has turned up for work. That's good. You bought them off my shelves, didn't you? Yeah, look at this. It's decimated. Look what they've done to my boy. And it's that same character, but with a different card. That's that same one again. Almost ready. I don't think I can get out of this view now that I'm in it. Come on. Hey. One that makes a different noise. That's good. Right. Sorry. Right, let's go. See how fast I can clear this queue. Right, strop level is 19. It's good going. I am selling cards, just not the one I want to sell, which is the £2,000. The £2,000 card. Right, let's let Robot Boy stock the shelves. He creeps me out, but he's not bad. If I just keep him in stock, he'll be happy enough. Right, this is not him. Okay. Okay, some sleeves for you, sir. £8. Oh, Zach, you do freak me out. That is not it. Still, not a bad little purchase. Right, let's stick this. I reckon I can get that in that space. The game seems to reckon I can, so that's good. Right, it's starting to get dark earlier, so let's just stick the lights on. I don't have cards. Okay, now I've run out. Oh, sorry, sir. I was just having a look at furniture. Right, what was I doing? Furniture. What other expansions can I do? It's going to do it by a small margin, isn't it? Let's just do it. What's it unlocked? Oh, hello. Right up in my face. Definitely not the card. That will sell with time. Definitely have never sold this one before. It's not the good cards. It's £2.28, it's not terrible for a card. Booster it came in, probably cost me a couple of quid. There would have been other cards in that as well. Oh, Zach is pretty good at the old self-stacking. Make sure my bills are paid up. Let's do some more stock ordering. He's smashing through this. Let's order one of them. One of them. And that'll do it for now, I think. Bring him in for you, Zach. That's a bit quiet at the till. Oh no, there you go. You're on your own, mate. Right. Oh yeah, I need to replace that card. Look at him. Yeah, okay, so the only thing I would say that he definitely doesn't look like me on is he's got sandals on outdoors. And whether that's because I can't get him in my size comfortably, or just because they're rubbish. Oh wow. Is he a trade seller? Ah, he finished his work and the shop shuts. That's the trick. Okay. Rough juice in those. That's alright. I still got some stock on it. Alright. How are we looking? Small profit. Get these quickly out while I'm waiting for the customers to arrive. Not terrible. Alright, £108. Nice purchase. First edition. Oh, I see Zach was right to stock these shelves with nothing but sleeves. Clean it up now. Manually check out for 1,000 customers. As opposed to what? It's not an auto checkout. So I don't know why it's saying that as if I'm doing something weird. Where's he going? Are you going to do any work? Because I must say, Zach, so far you haven't really freed me up drastically. He's just gone out and... Has he got no stock to put out? Is that it? But he does. No, it's not that one. Damn. I had my hopes up there for a second. I thought she picked it. I thought he picked it up, and I thought she was going to pick it up immediately afterwards. £1.80. Definitely not the one I was hoping for. Or gave it away. Alright, so I'm hoping, against all hope, that I can sell that £2,000 card. Zach, come on, man. Okay, it's not an empty shelf here. Fine, I'll give you that one. Some of them are terrifying when you just accidentally make eye contact. Definitely not the right one. How did you balance that? That's so cool. I was hoping that was somebody's going to purchase it there as well. Ah, Zach, what are you doing to me, man? Alright, fine. You can't do much with that, I grant you. £24, nice. Solid pack. Solid pack. £28. Oh, oh, could it be true what they say about a watch card? No. So it seems he won't do card stocking. He'll just do shelf. Okay. Alright, well, it's still better than nothing. Cool. Already sold that £26 figure. £26 card, rather. Right, speaking of which, let me order some more stock. I'm going to order a couple of boxes of System Gate. Now that he's pretty good at stocking the shelves, I'll order a couple of boxes of all of it. Damn it. Really hoping it was that one. Really hoping it was that one. Let's get some more. Do another license. And let's get some more cleanser. And I don't have enough money for that license. So then let's do... Nah, you know, that'll just do it. Let's just do half. Oop. Sorry, sir. Oh, blimey, thought you knew I got more coming in. Psychic customers. Oh. Nope. I guess not. on, Zach. And leave my stock out on the street, you jerk. Oh no, hang on. Good lad. He's very, boom. $200 card. Went beyond that, my friend. $2,000 card. Right. I think at the end of the day, I'm going to upgrade the shop a bit further still. Oh dear. Something's out. Where's the cleanser? Zach, where's the cleanser? Boom. That's right. Boom is right, my good man. £2,103. New record sale here at TCG Unit. There's its name, isn't it? Yeah. My work took delivery of some tabletop stuff today. I work opposite on the other side of the road from a board game cafe that was evidently not open. Right, so I'm going to upgrade the shop by another unit. And then I'll probably relay it out before the end of the day. Right, Reno big. Expansion 6. Yeah, so let's do 7 as well. Look at that, much better. Keep pressing the wrong bloody button. Amrosh Bassi says, paint the walls, man. I actually don't know. Hello, by the way. I actually don't know that you can paint the walls in this. All you can do is basically make it more and more big. Got my own staff member now. I'll get him to paint my walls. Even if it's not part of the game, I'll find a way. I'll threaten him with firing him. Rule is a tyrant. Right. What does he want? Oh, buy something, of course. Silly me. 84.45. Hire one of those golf sign guys. Or like, I need to get some wacky waving arm inflatable tube men outside. That's what I need. Let's see if they got actually a decoration thing. No. No, renovation. The only thing they've got is buying more space. Which, you know, is fine. I'm gonna... Alright. God, yeah. All my stuff's just humping in the street. Oh, they're too big. Jerk. Spin that round. So his brief is, if memory serves, stock the shelves, including the ones that don't have labels on them. I was going to say it should fit in the gap. Why is that forwards? There we go. That's better. Right, you should not be here still. Please leave. I'm going to stock shelves, and if you're still here when I'm finished, I'm going to just end the day with you trapped in my shop forever. You better still not be here when I've finished. Position the shelves in the form of an hedge maze. Oh, that would be fun. I think I need a bit more floor space to really get the most out of that. But I'm getting there. I think certainly this is a better stream, although, Amraj, you'll be sorry you missed Monday and Wednesday streams because we were playing this detective game called Shadows of Doubt, and it's just so... The more I think about it, the more I like it. It's like a noir game. You play a sort of hardboiled detective whose job is to obviously pick up the crimes that the police don't have time for or aren't interested in. And so far I've solved a murder and a kidnapping, and in the case of the kidnapping it was sheer dumb luck. Like, I cannot stress enough how dumb luck. So let me see if I can recap the story, Abby, and if I get this wrong, feel free to correct me. So, kidnapping is, has happened. We'll go full Primark, start the maze from the door and end it. That's an option. Primark usually has a lot more floor space to play with than I do. Right, I'm just going to end the day here because you haven't taken the hint. So, oh, there he goes. Now he does. Oh man, I should have tuned in. Well, it's still on Twitch VOD and YouTube, so you can go back and watch. Just ignore. Maybe YouTube's better for the first part because that I'm able to put in the time code that skips the 15 minutes I spend bumbling around trying to get stuff working. This is before I realised that I've been talking muted for some of the stream because Albion very kindly alerted me to it when he noticed, which there was no way for him to notice at first because he wasn't on the stream until a bit later. So then, yeah, after about 15 minutes, we start playing the game, and it's cool. It's like it's a detective game. You play this kind of grizzled, hard-boiled character, and your job is to do old-style detective work. So knock on doors, show people pictures, check CCTV, hack into computers, but like old-style, CRT monitors and things. They're like, it's set in a kind of alternate history 1980s China, I think. But it's like vaguely Blade Runner-y. But it's just cool. I'm not giving you ad revenue. Play it live again now. And on what planet do you think I'm successful enough to get ad revenue? At the moment, it's all about the donations for the charity. That's my sole focus. Ad revenue can come loads way later. Yeah, my YouTube has like, I think 5 subscribers. It's not, it's small. It's small pond, and I'm a tiny fish. I'm a minnow. What I will do probably though, Amraj, is I will probably make the next stream I play. The only reason I haven't played Shadows of Doubt tonight is because I gave blood and I didn't want to have to use my brain. This is nice, and obviously I have to use my brain to talk on stream, but that's the limit to what I really want to do with my brain at this point in time because I've had, a fifth of my essence taken out with a big needle. I say big, Not exactly massive. But, oh, hang on. Pulls it up. There you go. We should totally do GMO stream. I couldn't agree more. Alex has mentioned he wants to do something with streaming in December, so I think actually that might be the prime time to start it off. I'm actually quite happy. Well, I say happy, but I'm willing, rather than doing the actual playing of the thing, just to try and kind of focus exclusively on managing the stream. Well done, give me blood. Thanks, man. It's I've done it for a few years. Oh, I think I gave too much change there, so I guess. Yeah, I've done it for a few years, and I've always found it quite, a straightforward task. I haven't always been able to do it. Sometimes they have like weird hang-ups about the fact I had a headache that day and things like that. So they're like, "Oh, I'm not sure." It's like, okay. I do get the vibe that sometimes they're oversubscribed because they were saying I was overheard a conversation happening. I'm actually going to end up filling this entirely with orca whales. That's one side filled with orca whales. That's all right. Are you selling these for a particular reason? Oh no, I just bloody love whales. Boy, I'm game. Excellent. Well, that's good. So, like I say, I think December is prime real estate for that. Obviously, by then, I will have completely finished, because I think my target to do for this was 24 hours worth of streaming. I'm going to smash through that walking away, because I'm already up to about 16 or 17, if not 20. Hang on a second. Don't let him fool you. He's giving blood to the blood gods. Why has it held that one for bullying? Weird. That's fun of algorithms, I guess. Oh yeah, so actually, Albion, this is the roadmap on the right-hand side here. So can sell old shelf. That's now a thing. Obviously, that's handy because I've just been able to do it. Customer review app. I think they've got a kind of a subset of that. Customer trade cards. Organized tournament. Random events maker. More shop product types. More shelf and table types. More TCG types. Playable TCG. Shop decoration. Grading card. And difficulty mode. Oh, sorry, it's not grading card, it's grading card. So obviously in the real trading card game collector community, condition of card, if you're trying to get a hold of a rare one, is very important. In this game, there is no kind of representation of that. How they're going to do the mechanics, I don't know. Maybe that's part of the trade stuff. So maybe it's you can only get the trade cards come in sort of less than mint condition, which they probably would, That's one of the side effects of trading cards, is you have to take that risk. Like I said, I'm a HeroClix player. I would say like a sort of particularly involved collector. I've never really been. I've had specific things I want, and generally that's enough. Nice, just checked, and I can't run it on my PC. I think I may need some upgrades soon. Yeah, I mean, it's not the most intensive game, but if your PC is old enough, or sometimes you're just unlucky with a part. Like my old laptop, before I bought this one, was perfectly capable in every way of running Windows 11, except for the fact that the i7 processor was too old. It was perfectly fast enough. And there were i5s and i3s that were less powerful, that were nevertheless capable of doing it, just because of the age of the processor. But sometimes it's just unlucky that way. Nice. Somebody bought one of my junk boxes. Somebody bought my junk. Oh my. I'm running an i3. Oh, thanks for the reminder. I need to upgrade mine. Do you? Are you thinking a desktop machine? Is it in need of a spruce up? Because I remember your laptop. I seem to recall your laptop was quite good. I'm running an i3 with a 720 GTX now. Okay, I mean, it's not incapable, but yeah, I say it's a little. It's not going to run. It's a shame it won't run Shadows of Doubt, because I say it is a tremendously fun game. So let me, Amraj, in case you don't get around to watching the VOD, let me set the scene for you on. So part 1 of Shadows of Doubt saw me try and solve a murder. Now, obviously, it was a tutorial mission designed to get you familiar with the mechanics, so I spent a lot of time kind of meandering around, not really knowing what I was doing, and that was by the game's kind of design, because it teaches you how to work the game, how to talk to people, how to kind of flag people, how to subdue people, all that good stuff that you need in order to sort of play the game in the full game. So I went round knocking on doors, showing people pictures, asking people questions, and it was all going okay. And then I realised that you can sneak around air vents to get into buildings, and I ended up sneaking into a suspect's house, and then it transpired that he was home and asleep. So I had to be very careful, and then I accidentally woke him up, and I ended up having to. How did I subdue him, Albion? Do you remember? Because it wasn't the usual way, which I'll come to in a minute. My desktop is running an old AMD Athlon. Oh, okay. Yeah, desktop processors don't know. You feel like they don't hold their age as well, even though actually they probably do. It's just that laptops are kind of harder to replace things in, for the most part. Laptop is sweet, but it's more of a dev machine. Don't want gaming. That's fair enough. You do. It's nice to keep things separate. Anyway, so I end up subduing this guy, and like I say, I can't remember. I think I just punched him out. It might have just been a straightforward brawl. And so then I tied him up and just started looking around his house, and eventually I found enough proof that I could basically just ask him, accuse him outright of being the murderer, and asked him why he did it, and he was just like, for fun. I was like, right, okay, I think you're the man. So I handed in the case. Annoyingly, there's a mechanic in there where you can get extra sort of bonus points if you've subdued the perpetrator and arrested them, but there must be a time limit on how long they stay subdued once you leave the room, because it didn't give me that bonus. You subdued a sleeping man, you monster. He was the murderer, right? Let's not gloss over that point. Anyway, so that was episode 1. That was part 1 and that was just the tutorial to get you sort of up to speed with playing the game. So at that point, I felt pretty empowered to give it a proper go. So on Wednesday night, after some initial, very short term, thankfully, snafus with my sound, I got it working again, and we started playing Shadows of Doubt again. And the second one, I started doing a case. And actually, one of the things I really like about the game is it acts like a kind of a detective's life must be in the moments before, like, obviously let's take a novel like The Maltese Falcon, right? He's just being a detective up until that point, and then a story starts that kind of takes him into one specific case. Before that, he's just doing general detective stuff. So I started this retrieving a briefcase, retrieving a sort of valuable item, and I was sort of doing a little bit of initial kind of groundwork, and then this thing flashes up: new case, kidnapping, time sensitive. I was like, right, let's have this then. So I went and got the case, because you have to go to City Hall and get a form, and then you sort of start doing the sort of detective work off the back of that, because it gives you all the details, and it gives you the sort of form to fill out at the end when you're happy you've solved it. You can it makes you put in all the details, like who's the murderer, who's the kidnapper, where is the victim, did you save them in time, and stuff like that. So I had a time limit on this one. So the more I think about it, the sillier it gets. I was, doing okay, but I was getting running into this weird problem. I don't know if it's a bug in the game or whether it's because I was, I lacked the sort of social graces, or maybe it's a random number generator or something to determine if it succeeds or not. But even the kidnapped victim's mother wouldn't answer my questions or tell me her name. Like, she's like, I'm not telling you, you flatfoot. I was like, well, hang on, how am I supposed to solve anything if you won't give me any information? It got to the point where I was showing her picture to people on the street saying, have you seen this woman? And they were like, that's not a lot to go on. I was like, I know. This is the tools I have to play with. So anyway, there's another mechanic in the game that helps you kind of get along if you're getting a bit stuck. And it's basically certain, if you kind of ask pedestrians, oh, have you seen anything suspicious? Some of them will say, actually, yes, I did. I saw a person looking suspicious, and then they'll go on to describe them, which will give you a clue as to what they look like, and then it will say where they were last seen, and that will be sort of, um, you know, I was at this, they were at this building about this time. They looked annoyed, and it's like, okay, this might be them then. You, so I started doing that, and I started knocking around, and suddenly somebody said, he's on this street. I think it was Murphy Street. You got this little map to choose from, but because it's an old school game and it's not sort of designed to mimic modern day technology, you have to read your map kind of manually and figure out where you need to go. You can plot routes like a sort of pseudo sat nav, but beyond that, you're kind of on your own in terms of finding your way to places. So it said, oh, he was at so-and-so street. And I was like, that's not far from here. So I went wandering and I couldn't find him. And it's worth saying, actually, I forgot a bit. It was really important. There's a part of the mechanic which is they ask for a ransom, and you can go there where they say to leave it. You can sort of phone them up and say, you know, I've got the ransom money, where should I drop it? And they give you a drop location. You can go there. So I went there, and I got attacked by this sort of long, dark-haired looking chap. Suggestion for the next game: Watch Repair Simulator 2016. I especially want to see you navigate the tourbillon. Okay, I will keep this. I will have a look and see if such a game is available and affordable, and if so, I might indulge you on that. But I digress. So I'm walking along and I'm looking for this person. I can't find them anywhere, and I'm getting fed up. And so I'm like, right, I'll regroup at my hotel room, and I'll, you know, because I'm staying in like they put you up in a sort of bottom floor of a hotel in the city and stuff, and it's like there's a storyline reason for it and so on. So anyway, as I'm walking through the door, this bloke walks along, and he looks a little bit like the guy I'm looking for. Well, that's interesting. Anyway, I go to the front desk, and I say to the person at the front desk, have you seen anything suspicious? And they go, yes, I did. I saw a man with long dark hair, looking suspicious. He's in this, it basically says, he's in this hotel right now. And I was like, right, that's bloody him then. So I go running after him, and I can't find him because it's a hotel and they've gone upstairs. And in the meantime, I hadn't been watching, because once they leave the sort of, you know, they go up the sort of up the staircase, one of those ones that sort of curves around to the left and right. And so I couldn't see where they went after that point. And then, so I went upstairs and I started knocking on doors again. I'm just like, right, you know, have you seen this person? Have you seen anything weird? Have you seen this person? They're like, there's not a lot to go on. And I'm like, I know, don't remind me. The mum won't even help. Like, you're starting to wonder if maybe it's an insurance job. And yeah, eventually I see this guy answer the door, and I'm like, oh, this is him. So then I'm trying to work out how to subdue him, and then I realised there were beer bottles on the floor, so I picked one up and just whacked it at him. But once again, Albion, I will point out that in my defence, it absolutely worked in subduing him. So I was able to handcuff him, go into the hotel room, and search the place, and I found the evidence I needed to work out where to go next. And it turned out there was a little building not far from the hotel where she was allegedly being, I didn't even say she's being held here, it just said go here, the key's under the mat, you know, you're welcome or something. It was like really sort of cryptic. And so I went to that building and went looking for the key. I went under every welcome mat. You can go back and watch it. And I eventually sneak into this place, and once again, somebody is in this apartment. So I just kind of have to be super, super creepy and quiet. Because this crooked. Well, we're getting to that. So, lost my train of thought. I went to yeah, so I was sort of now creeping around this house, trying my best to sort of not be seen. Doesn't get very far because they're very sensitive to any sort of noise at all, and you moving around is, sufficient. So then I I didn't bottle this guy. This one I hit with a truncheon because I'd bought a truncheon after I got shot. Because he started it, and it wasn't this guy who actually did it. It was who shot me. It was the other guy, which is why I sort of recognised his face because the last time I saw it was over the barrel of underneath the barrel of a shotgun. No, above. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense, would it? Um, so then I subdued this guy, had a look around, and he hasn't got anything kind of incriminating that I remember seeing. I was like, oh, okay, so maybe this is not the guy then. But I was like, but she's definitely. It says she's in this building. So then I ask him, and I still can't believe this worked. I ask him, have you seen anything suspicious in this building? Bearing in mind I've got him handcuffed and hogtied, and he's sort of on his knees in front of me. He goes, yeah, I saw a guy with long dark hair. He was downstairs. So, you're joking. So I went downstairs, and sure enough, you open this door, and she's tied up in handcuffs on the floor. I was like, right, I am the best inadvertent detective who has ever lived. Because I just ended up, I cracked the case, even though by all accounts, I didn't really deserve to. As Albion quite rightly pointed out, most of the evidence I gained would have been thrown out in court in any system worth its salt. It's very much Banana Republic stuff that I was getting, that I'd have got away with there. But in my, ultimately, Albion, I think there's a niche for me to approach this game, which is to be basically the sort of film noir equivalent of The Punisher. Because actually, that's kind of what the game sets you up for anyway. But yeah, tune in next time, sometime in midweek, sometime during the week, for the next thrilling instalment of Timothy Smith, the world's luckiest detective. You can choose the name, but I just randomised just in case you were like, that's a weak name. It is. I randomised and I didn't really have the energy to come up with anything else. My standard custom name for anything at the moment is Rocco Yates, and I don't know what it's come from, but I will say about Shadows of Doubt, visually it's very acquired taste because it's got what's called voxel art, if you're familiar, and even if you're not, that's what it's called, I think. But I seem to recall reading somewhere that maybe not the events or the crimes, but the perpetrators, I think, are randomized in that game. So it's not guaranteed to be the same perpetrator the next time, and they won't be in the same place when you're looking for them and what have you. So I think that's quite cool. That'd be fun. There's enough room, isn't there? Yeah. Nice big set of things down the middle. I pulls that up. Right. All right. How are we looking on time? 2 hours 36. Blimey. Apart from the fact that my eyes are starting to feel a bit funny, I feel fine. Considering, what I've done this evening. It's actually probably one of the better times I've felt. Maybe it's because it's Friday. Poor Zach, he doesn't know what to do with himself. Or he's just really slow. I think it's a bit of both. But Amraj, you missed it earlier. He was I've hired a member of staff now. So this is Zach, the guy in the light blue t-shirt who's walking the box out to the bin. His job exclusively is to stock shelves. Now, the thing about it is, he will stock the shelves with whatever you give him. As in, if you whatever stock you buy in, he will fill all the shelves with it. So at one point, this was a shop that just sold card sleeves, the little plastic things you put your cards in, but no cards. Apart from the individual ones I was putting on the shelf, because I can't put these bloody things on fast enough. Hence why I am a bit flush for cash, because I sold a single card for £2,000 in a new store record. Getting itchy. Maybe that's a symptom of the blood donation, or maybe it's just a sign that I'm getting a bit tired. But I'd quite like to keep this one going to 3 hours if I can, just because it's a nice milestone to hit, doing a 3-hour stream. Because I can't remember the last time I did. I don't think I've ever done a 3-hour stream. The tricky part was the symptom of when I had time to stream. Because before baby was born, it was very first thing in the morning before I went to work, because I was working from home a lot more. I used to do like 7:30 till sort of 8:45 streams. So obviously that doesn't leave you a lot of room to stream. And then even though I didn't really have a lot of weekends because of the wrestling and other fun stuff. Plus, you want to see family and so on. I should probably put lights on so you can see what they're doing. But, as a result, you end up not having a lot of time for it. And unfortunately for me, much like so many fun things in the world, I've come to Twitch quite late, and it wasn't about when I was younger, because I would have been all over Twitch if it had been around when I was a kid, even though I'd had garbage internet, so it wouldn't have been a very good quality stream, technically. Right, I think I'm going to nick. If these are... Ah, damn. They're not cleaning sprays. Right, we've also learned that he will not... He'll put things on the shelf if you put them out, so... Legendary card packs. So I'll get some of the battle decks again. And let's go like that and buy a bunch of stuff. Loads of stock. Keeps that busy for ages. the only cards I got left? Jesus, I need to open some more packs. Go up to 10p. Come on, it's got to be worth it. Sod it. Let's do some opening. I need some more cards. Just realised, Albion, if you're the person still watching, that when you said crooked earlier, you meant that the shelving or the table was crooked, not that I was crooked in my detective work, although you would have been quite rightly justified in saying so. Sometimes words can mean two things. I was reading a book earlier and I got tripped up on the phrase "he slipped on his gloves." Because I know what it means. You take a minute to reflect on it. It's like, well, obviously it means he put his gloves on. But the way it was written is like, oh, he fell over. But on his gloves. What were his gloves even doing on the floor? Oh, you tool. No, your detective work, it was totally unethical. Yeah, well, you know, I don't disagree with that. It's just I get results, don't I? Can't argue with that. I mean, you could, I suppose, but not credibly. Because I did find the missing girl and apprehend one of the perpetrators out of what I think was probably two. But I don't know if it lets you have two. It was a relatively unprofitable day, but then some of this stuff needs to be done. Ooh, I can't pay all my bills. Oh dear. Let's do the electric and the salary. And I'll just have to pay the rent some other way, wink wink. Right, I need to sell everything in this shop to make rent. Oh, this is going to be awkward. That's going to turn up and I've done all the shelving. I'm going to tidy up. So it's not that Zach's been slapdash, it's that there's been... Where is he? Oh, there he is. It's not that he's been slapdash, that's not fair. It's that the people have been buying stuff in awkward directions. It's the customer's fault. Poor Zach. Whoa, here we go. This guy's going to make my rent. 460 quid. That's the new record without a card. That's rent made. There should be some money to pick up some more stock as well. Because this is good, because I'm going to need to, because people keep rinsing my stuff. It's a nice problem to have. Right, let's quickly, before I don't get a chance again, because I spend it on stock, let's pay my rent. Oh, there you go. That's actually way less than I thought I'd have. I'd have way more left than I thought I would. I suppose because I originally thought the outstanding bills was 1100, but that's because it was inclusive of the other stuff I did pay off. So the salary and the electricity. I still think there might be some value in mixing down that stream of Shadows of Doubt, especially the kidnapping one, because it's really funny in a way. In like the only pain of it is it's there's sometimes big gaps between the punchlines, just because of the way the game works. That's why I think a tight edit would be good. Let's get some more stock in. Now that I've got some cash again. Let's get some water decks. And some more earth decks. I won't be able to chuck it that far. I don't think these are the primary rare ones. I think these are the middle ones. The ones I've got so far. I think these are the rare ones, and then there's the epic ones that are better, and then there's the legendary, which I have an unlock check because you need a special permit to sell them, and it's £2,000. Forget that. Of course, if you were a shop that was licensed to sell Pokemon cards, you wouldn't have to faff around with, oh, you can only sell these packs until you spend some more money. Well, they'd probably concern themselves with his minimum orders. Come on. 35's not bad. Just not great, is it? Getting there. 15 quid. There we go. Right, I've got a bit of a queue for me, so let's shift this down. I'll be able to clear through a fair bit of this quite quickly. Just stocked it up. Ah, damn you! He's coming around to mess with me, I'm convinced. Jerks. This is the most painful bit of the game as far as I'm concerned. Is restocking the one individual cards. You know what, I'm going to go to the rares and just rinse a few of them. This is why I need my own stock. I almost need to fire Zach, but I don't want to fire Zach because I'm clearing through way more stock in terms of getting it on the shelves when he's working there. It's been a net boon. He's been of net benefit to the organisation. It's just that, you know, Oh yes, I've got these new shelves. That might be kind of a bit fine again, but sod it. Worst case scenario, I bankrupt myself. And Zach's out of a job. Well, he still freaks me out. See, I'm probably on about, if I had to guess, about 10 games for stream so far, in terms of the stuff I've tried out. Of those, this is obviously a nice, easy, relaxed, chilled out one to do. I still quite like to go back and carry on with my playthrough of Empire TV Tycoon so that I can see if I can win that one, because I was doing quite well. That's another one I forgot about. Insurmountable needs to be finished. What else? Why would you need 2 battle decks when they're same cards inside? Oh well. Mine is not to question why. The trouble is, I suspect that if I close the store, Zach will just leave. Because that seems to be his remit, because he's a wiener. Just wait it out, and he'll leave at 9, and I'll get a bit more work out of him. So yeah, this one's good for a chill out. Shadows of Doubt's good to play through for a story. That seems to be my pick so far. As fun as I found, as fun as I found 2 Point Campus and Evil Genius 2. Don't know, didn't have the instant accessibility of something like this. Oh, oh my days! Wait a minute. Oh no, she's just bought them at market price. Bollocks! I didn't set the price on them. Great, so she just bought them for market rate. Fine, alright, that's my mistake. I can't trust Zach to set prices, that's not his job. Bloody shambles, that boy. Ah, that's great. Missed out on a bunch of stock prices there because it wasn't priced up correctly, or indeed at all. I'll finish this off. Everything for time. Oh, blimey, it's nearly midnight. Alright, I think that might make that the last one then. Let me get make that last hour playthrough. Let's get my stock indoors. That's a problem for Zach to solve in the morning. I need some cleansing, you know. I need to be cleansed. So let's order some just before I finish this stream. Right, plenty of stock for tomorrow. Just going to top the cards back up and then I'll call it a night. Alright, I have set a new Rob Wade Vision record, 3 hours, 3 minutes. My thanks if you've come in and watched some at any point. Albion, Amraj Bassi, of course, I know you have because you've had lots of lovely things to keep the chat going. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's going to do it for me. But bye for now.